Good morning. We're following up on the court case James Kalani Kealoha Lopez versus the state of Hawaii with the Haole man and his blood quantity.
James Kalani Kealoha Lopez is a local man who was participating in the active protest in front of the Capitol about blood quantum, where he was spotted on camera acting violently.
Police identified him and tracked him down to his home in Waianae, where he resisted arrest and was taken into custody and interviewed. We'll now switch over live to Ashley, who is outside the courthouse now. Ashley.
Good morning, Amanda and Katie. I am here at the courthouse and things are getting crazy. Let's take a look on what's going on inside the courthouse.
You may all be seated. Today I'm hearing case 432, James Kalani Kealoha Lopez versus the state of Hawaii. On the third day of June 2018 at 5:30 p.m., Officer Kainoa entered the property of Mr. Lopez with other responding officers. Once on the property, Officer Kainoa explained that he was being arrested for his violent action at the protest, as he was spotted on camera and the state of Hawaii was seizing his property when James refused to leave. Officer Kainoa called him a haole and used excessive force to arrest him. Mr. Lopez was booked at 7:47 p.m. and has not been released on bail.
Hello, my name is Lexi and there are a couple things going on here. The first thing is the First Amendment, freedom of speech. Under this right, it includes the right to protest peacefully, so the jury needs to decide whether or not James was acting within the realms of this right. The second thing is the topic of racial slurs and discrimination. The term Officer Kainoa used toward Mr. Lopez is haole, meaning foreigner, and was created when the British first came to the Hawaiian Islands, and the term can have several meanings, but is most well known as a racial slur. The third thing is whether or not James's blood quantum is meeting the standard of the Hawaiian Homes Commission Act, stating that James must be 50% Hawaiian to receive 200,000 acres of land.
Hello, it's Amanda again. We just got word that the state of Hawaii is requesting Mr. Lopez's genealogical background to prove he is Hawaiian. Apparently, Officer Kainoa claimed he is a haole and that he stole the land. When asked how he knew James was a haole, he responded with, "He is white and has blue eyes."
We have Professor Angie from the University of Hawaii at Manoa on the phone to explain the process of how to determine his Hawaiian background.
While the Department of Hawaiian Homelands does not currently allow the use of DNA testing for the purposes of verifying blood quantum eligibility, the department is examining the matter closely. To be eligible to apply for a Hawaiian Homelands homestead lease, you must be at least 18 years of age and must be a native Hawaiian, which is defined as any descendant of not less than 1/2 part of the blood of the races inhabiting the Hawaiian Islands previous to 1778. This means you must have a blood quantum of at least 50% Hawaiian. Primary and secondary documents must be supplied to prove the 50% level, which includes birth certificates for both parents, both grandparents, and both great-grandparents.
Thank you, Angie, for the insightful input. And Ashley, you were talking about how this case is similar to something President Donald Trump just did.
Yes, I was saying that this case has a similar racial reference as when President Trump made a Pocahontas joke at a ceremony honoring Native American veterans approximately a year ago. The Alliance of Colonial-Era Tribes General Secretary stated that the name becomes a derogatory racial reference when used as an insult, and we see the same thing happening here. A native word from the Hawaiian language is being taken and used as an insult, making it a negative racial slur. In the case with President Trump, his actions and racist comments affected relations with Native Americans around the country, and it is a fear that the similar actions will occur on the islands. The effect of this trial has gained attention of the whole island. Here is Todd to give us his opinions on the whole situation.
This isn't just. Who has the right to tell people whether or not they're Hawaiian enough? especially because they don't look it. It's not ethical to tell people they're not white enough or black enough, so this is no different.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Todd.
Your Honor, we are requesting the footage from Officer Kainoa's body camera. Rightfully so. Request granted. Officer Kainoa, you have this 15-minute recess to get this footage to present to the floor. Recess.
While they're on recess, let's take a look at other news that's happening.
UH Manoa's Rainbow Warrior football team has officially been invited to the Hawaii Bowl, where they will face the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs on December 22nd.
After all the heavy fires in California, a heavy rainfall put them out. But now residents are being evacuated in case of flash floods, mudslides in the area. Areas east of Chico. Oh, hold on. We're getting word that the court is back in session after reviewing the body cam footage of Officer Kainoa.
Hi, we're back live at the courthouse, and we just got word that they're back in session. So let's go to our live camera in the courtroom.
Are you ready? Okay. So, I have looked over the body camera footage from the night of the incident, and it seems as though Officer Kainoa did use excessive force on Mr. Lopez, but we are still waiting to know if Mr. Lopez meets the minimum blood quantum of 50% to be eligible to keep his land. Wow, perfect timing. Come bring that up here to me. So it looks like Mr. Lopez is exactly 50% Hawaiian and it's entitled to his land. Order in the court! We still need the jury to decide if Officer Kainoa used excessive force on Mr. Lopez and what his sentence will be. We'll resume in 10 minutes to hear the verdict.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Not only does Flex Tape's powerful adhesive hold the boat together, but it creates a super strong watertight seal, so the inside is completely dry. Yeah, doggy!
Just cut, peel, stick, and seal.
Imagine everything you can do with the power of Flex Tape.
7-Eleven is always ready with everyday essentials. We're ready with emergency items. With over 2,400 items, 7-Eleven has much more than you expect.
We're back outside the courthouse, and the jury has reached a verdict.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. In case 432 of James Kalani Kealoha Lopez versus the state of Hawaii, we found the defendant, Officer Kainoa, guilty of using excessive force and racial profiling.
Your Honor, we just found out that Mr. Lopez is here illegally, so technically he's not entitled to his land.
He doesn't even go here.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, but we've already reached a verdict, so it's not in my hands anymore. Officer Kainoa, you are ordered by the state of Hawaii to apologize to Mr. Lopez and be his butler for 1 week. This case is closed.
Well, that case took an awfully weird turn, but in the end, everything turned out okay.
Thank you for joining us on this crazy case. Until next time, you're watching Channel 5 News. Good night.